What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and if you're new here, welcome. Today we have some interesting information on the post-sequel trilogy, but before we do get into that, remember, hit the subscribe, like, and notification bell so you're always in the know on everything Star Wars. Don't forget, I have a 3 membership tier program. Make sure to join one of them, and as always, once you're done watching this video, go check out my last one, give it a thumbs up as you watch. Let's start the show. We know that from Star Wars Celebration, we know we're getting a post-sequel trilogy of a new movie that is 15 years out of the Rise of Skywalker, and we know that we're going to be getting Rey, Daisy Ridley back. But one of the questions is John Boyega coming back? And a new rumor points towards him reprising his role as Finn in the future project. Now, for many of the fans, this is news as a surprise, especially since the actor has been openly critical about how Lucasfilm handled his character in the recent years. However, though, this new buzz suggests that Daisy Ridley isn't the only Star Wars sequel trilogy on Lucasfilm that wants to come back for the future film. On the Hot Mic podcast, John Boyega revealed that a couple different sources claim that John Boyega will be coming back for the Star Wars film that should be coming out in 2025, which means Boyega, reformed stormtrooper, will be sharing on the screen once more with Daisy Ridley's Rey. But in this film, Rey is rebuilding a new Jedi Order after 15 years of the events of the Rise of Skywalker. As for why John Boyega is open to returning, again, 2 of Roka's trusted sources from their podcast revealed and explained that the actor and Lucasfilm president Kathleen reportedly buried the hatchet, allowing for new negotiations to happen. Now, whether this conversation is what, the actor referenced back in 2022 as a more recent conversation is unknown. Plus, there's the fact that Finn is Force sensitive, so it's supposedly what he wanted to tell Rey all throughout 2019's The Rise of Skywalker. And if this is the case indeed, with Rey now rebuilding the Order, Finn is sure to be a part of that, meaning that us as the fans may finally get to see former FN2187 as a fully fledged Jedi, which would be so cool because I feel like that was something that got taken away from us in the trailer when we first saw The Force Awakens and how it promoted John Boyega's character. And a lot of people did think that he was going to be the one that was wielding the lightsaber, but it ended up being Rey, which is fine. But I understand that, again, a lot of people were upset about that, as myself. And I think it would have been so cool to dive into John Boyega's character as a Force sensitive. And I'm curious to see how they could, entertain his story and what they could add on to his ongoing story with the post-sequel trilogy. But comment down below, guys, is this a win for you guys? Do you guys want to see more told on John Boyega's Finn in the post-sequel trilogy? I think it'll make a compelling story. I think that if they're gonna go with this new narrative, with having Rey coming out with this Jedi Order, I think that he can add to it, and why not expand it? And we'll see what characters that we have now during the Ahsoka series will still be around that may even come up in the movie at some point. We do know that Grogu is only 50 years old, and we know that Yoda's species and Grogu last a very, very long time. So I'm not opposed to see what they can do with this, as we know that everything has been coming together. We know the Mandoverse is coming together. We know that they're going to have a lot of connecting pieces, which is something that I am very, very excited for. I think that a lot of people were upset with how rushed the sequel trilogy was, and how you had a lot of back and forth with J.J. Abrams to Rian Johnson to J.J. Abrams, and hopefully this time around they will keep the same directors, writers, whatever you may have it, keep it the same narrative, keep it the same vision, so that way things don't change. But I definitely hope that they did learn their lesson after the sequel trilogy, so that way they can do better and, have a better reputation going forward with these new movies. And, again, bring back some Star Wars fans, as we know we've lost some, especially with the sequel trilogy. And that's not for all. Again, it is an open canvas. It's, anybody's opinion. I respect either party who loved the sequels or who didn't. And, again, that's what we're here for, to have this conversation about what was wrong with the movies or what was good with the movies, shows, vice versa. But comment down below, guys, is this a win for Star Wars to see John Boyega reprise the role of Finn in the upcoming installment? Thank you so much for tuning in today, guys. Remember, for more Star Wars content, hit the subscribe, like, and notification bell so you're always in the know on everything Star Wars as I have another video tomorrow. Don't forget, I have a 3-tier membership program. Make sure to join that. And as always, the Eternal Sith. Then, now, forever. Later, guys.